Ahoy folks, Krago here for Pure Xbox, because not too long ago I was invited to play an early portion of SteamWorld Heist 2, and today I'm able to share my thoughts with you and let you know what to expect. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. Alrighty then, let's get going. Traditionally, someone would have to ingest several alcoholic beverages to get royally steaming, something we didn't have to do with Summer Game Fest playdays this year. Instead, we sat down for an hour-long sesh with the upcoming strategy action adventure, SteamWorld Heist 2. After a brief introduction from Thunderful producer Petter Magnusson on what to expect from the demo, this being our first time with the Heist series, we popped on our Razer headset and explored a bevy of new and returning features. So, what did we actually do during our hands-on preview with SteamWorld Heist 2? Well, we traversed an open-world map, engaged in light naval warfare, sampled a handful of missions, and enjoyed the musical stylings of steam-powered Giraffe, who returned for this sequel. It's not the way to rock my boat. Throughout the demo, we took on the role of Captain Quincy Leeway, a steamboat skipper at the helm of his legendary mother's submarine. With a point to prove and a legacy to maintain, our deadly captain aims to bring down the tyrannical, gas-guzzling Royal Navy. The problem is, oh captain, my captain is armless. Literally, he's missing his shooting arm. And in order to scrap some metal, you'll need guns. Plenty of guns. But before we get into the nuts and bolts of combat, let's talk about the submarine. Throughout our demo and in the full game of SteamWorld Heist 2, the sub serves as your home base. Here you can chat with crewmates, receive hints on what to do next, enhance character abilities, and upgrade and equip your submarine with weapons. It's important to kit your submersible with machine guns and torpedoes because in order to dig into that juicy turn-based action, you'll need to sail the open sea fraught with naval-shaped peril to select missions this time around. We were confined to the Blackwater Bay and Angler's Reef regions, but managed to come out top trumps in a number of real-time U-boat skirmishes. Anyone unfamiliar with the SteamWorld Heist series will find that they differ from Thunderful's dig and build games because they feature turn-based tactical combat. At the time, this was our first taste of SteamWorld Heist gameplay, though since then we've played a few hours of the original 2015 release, and we found ourselves completely enamored by the bouncing bullets. These shots can be intentionally pinged off solid surfaces to supply otherwise hunkered down enemies with an unholy reach around of bullets. This tactical ricochet offering felt ingenious to the newbie I was at the time, but by the end of our first mission, we knew we'd sign up for anything that SteamWorld Heist 2 had to offer. In SteamWorld Heist 1, characters came pre-designed with their own set of unique skills. For this sequel, Thunderful has introduced a job system that allows deeper control over our Steambot posse, letting us pick and choose abilities as we see fit. We're not sure if XCOM has broken our expectations surrounding the assembly of our crew and the selection of their skills and abilities, but we will always choose extra control over restricted curation when it comes to building our squad. Jobs can be swapped by equipping our chosen steamboat with a gun associated with that role. For example, Dame Judy Wrench is our favorite boomer, not because she actively avoids retiring at the ripe old age of 89, but because she joined our crew wielding an antique rocket launcher to explode all of those bad bots with. However, if we're just about done with boomers, we can easily equip our seasoned master with a shotgun, thus shifting her job to flanker. Much better. The missions we sampled during our time with SteamWorld Heist 2 range from surviving multiple waves of diesel bots before making a timely escape, assassinating a mini-boss, to pulling off a heist on a naval base to extract enemy intelligence. The variety of missions felt largely satisfying and somewhat different to tackle. We'd like to think of ourselves as tacticians, aficionados of dominant conquest, but most importantly, strategic nerds. We mention this because the one thing that stood out above anything else was that the game is frankly a little bit hard. Sure, we picked experienced as our difficulty of choice and expected a bit of a challenge. Of course, this was our first attempt at coming to grips with SteamWorld Heist's fantastic ricochet gunplay, but that didn't stop us from feeling a smidge up against it during heists. We like a challenge, so this bodes well for us, and players can opt for an easier ride than the one we took. But yeah, the number of opposing units combined with a decent enemy AI makes SteamWorld Heist 2 a bit of a toughie. With all that said and done, we were so impressed with our hands-on preview that we reckon SteamWorld Heist 2 has the potential to be an all-time strategy great. No kidding. With just over a month to go until SteamWorld Heist 2 launches on PC, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One consoles, yep, Thunderful hasn't forgotten about the last generation faithful. There's plenty of time to dive into the SteamWorld universe on Xbox Game Pass, with SteamWorld Dig and Dig 2 joining the subscription service today. Out of all the games we played at Playdays this year, SteamWorld Heist 2 was easily the one I was most impressed with. So I ask you, are you excited for this long-awaited sequel? Let us know in the comments. All that's left to say is bye-bye for now. Cheerio!